about making your song better.
Hi there, Redhead Roman in cooperation with WA Production is speaking. Today I got something really special for you, as I want to show you a project of a track called Soldiers by me and Austin Leeds that has been released on Big and Dirty label by Be Yourself Music, which is kind of good release. So yeah, it was created in FL Studio 11, so that's why I'm not using it in FL Studio 12, because when I tried, not all of those samples were able to load in. So yeah, let's get to it. I will first play it to you, those main parts, and then I will talk more about the project. And so on. So yeah, where to start? Intro is not interesting. As you can see, the project itself, I'm not sure if you know some of my earlier videos, but my projects are generally very messy, so I'm sorry for that. I'm not naming anything, I'm not coloring channels, I'm not doing any of this stuff. I'm the only person that is able to find something in my projects this high, so yeah. I'm also very often putting samples that I may use in the future, some loops and stuff, to the right side of the project, which we don't need anymore because the track is released already. So yeah, okay, let's start and see what we've got here. So, the vocal sample is from a trap pack. I'm not sure from who, but it's not from WA Production, and I've cut it, I've affected it, I've pitched it also, not a big deal with effects, some EQs, reverb, and I just simply, made this nice loop, and the loop is building. You can see the automation of through the filter, the low cut filter, no, the low pass filter, low cut filter, yes. Whatever you mean with filter, I mean. So it is building up some impacts by WA Production, by the way, and I've used a lot of vengeance loops in this track and samples. So as you can see, those volumes are growing up. This loop is really great. It can bring some great atmosphere to the mix. It is building up, bringing the groove, and here is this kick is from the same pack as the vocal, and another trap or the same trap pack. So I just took it and I pitched it. I'm not sure if this is the original sample, if I didn't post-process it, but whatever. It sounds cool. So yeah, I've created some loops in there, from the bass. And what's the next thing? So another loop is coming to the game. This one is from Sounds to Sample, obviously. I guess it's from a trap pack by Sounds to Sample. Here we have some percussion and also some vocal shots. It's all about, or not it's all about, but sometimes it's just about finding right samples to the right spot. It fits better to the mix. It fits the best to the mix. I will get back to this synth later. Here is coming another loop, drum loop. Obviously it's cutted, so it fits better, building the atmosphere with all the stuff. You can see automatations here for all of those guys. And here is actually just recorded drop or a synth from the drop in Edison, and I just put it there, this audio clip, and I am building it up by these guys in there. Here are some effects, appraisers, uplifters, which are helping to build the right atmosphere, and there we have some snares. So I won't be playing the drop anymore. You've heard it for the first time. So kicks are there from Vengeance pack. Then we have some impacts here. It starts with this Sounds to Sample sample, which sounds like this. I think that's the main brass we are looking for. I've also added there some breath. Yes word. And a sample from Zulu Warriors, which is in key. That's cool. So yeah, some edits, big room snares, Prida types, effects from WA, because those I like the most. And then I have put there some extra drum samples. Nothing special in there regarding those samples. Maybe this chance is great, it's on each like second whatever. I'm really slow today, but it follows those clips. So yeah. And here, what is coming in here? Here is coming the vocal that is building up since the end of the drop. So let's get to the drop itself. As you can see, I have used quite a lot of Nexus in there. This is the layer of those three Nexus plugins. This one, and this one. All of them are really fat and just great, and in combination it sounds like this. There is another spire also, which is not doing anything, obviously. I don't know why, to be honest, but whatever. Those are those three Nexus plugins, grouped or routed to the insert, which is like the layer. And what I did there is that I have added some FabFilter Saturns, as I always do, and boom. I will be doing tutorial about layering synth as the next tutorial. I will be doing right after this one, so I will talk more about it there. But here is the SSL compressor by Waves, because that's the glue compressor, also called, which is really important in layering synth. It just glues all those synths together. Some EQing, another FabFilter Saturn, just a bit softer. A bit of isotope imaging. As you can see, I've turned down completely those low frequencies up to 120 Hertz. Then I also turned down nearly by half this whole band, and so on and so on. So another EQ, why not? A bit of Valhalla, just 6%, not much. And sometimes when I need to make things really powerful, I'm using this API compressor 2500, which is doing really great job. And instead of Kickstart, I've used Volume Shaper, where I used this this possibility of affecting only like those lower frequencies, and those higher frequencies are not affected. So the compression is affecting only like only like those frequencies. You can hear it when you are playing it, and you can see that this the effect itself is only at like 60%. So that's the whole magic of the drop. Just by the way, I won't be giving this FLP for free, obviously, because I just want it. Okay. Here is coming some. What's there? Okay. That's an instrument from Contact 5. Some ethnic one, which is also affected a lot. I won't be going through all of these, but they are all similar. If you know some of my older tutorials, you will be able to see what I actually did there. For the for this little parts in the drop that makes it interesting. Edits, yeah. Let's call them edits. I just use another Nexus to separate those sounds. So yeah, in the second half of the drop there comes the ethnic instrument, and what's here? Here is a build-up effect. Yeah, so that's the pitch. I guess the same is here. I promise that I will be talk about this later, so that's just an effect made by an uplifting effect made by Nexus. So that's the drop, and now we need to have fingers crossed, because we are going to the second half of the track, so my computer will be lagging again, so hope it won't be that bad. So yeah, that's the second half. I'm always talking about just myself, what I did in there, but Austin have done, like I guess like more than half of the track, by picking also the right samples and sending me ideas and melodies, and he also mixed the track after, and he edited a bit of samples in there, just some small edits. So without him, I won't be able to create such a great banger such as this one. So thank you, man, and sorry for not reminding you that often. So what we've got here, those vocal loops and bass loops are all the same, some effects. Again, this snare loop is building up all the time, those build-ups are all the same, as you can hear, as you can see. But this thing is something new in there. It's actually the same thing that is coming to the second breakdown. So here it is just building, by cutoff frequencies, by the fruity filter, and it is building all the time. And then, like here comes the build-up, which sounds like this. Just some acid nexus to make it more interesting. I like this little melody play there. It just adds nice. It's nice. I don't know, idea, can we say? So yeah, the second drop is basically the same. It's basically the same, except of the synth that I already showed you. Boom. Yeah, it's not exactly the same as in the breakdown. As you can see, there is not just one silent one, but there are two. Oh. So that there is not just this one silent one, but there are two, and yeah. Again, another crazy FX chain, but basically the same as for the bass. So, yeah, there's the second drop, and then the song goes to the outro, which is not interesting at all. Sorry, my voice is dugging, I don't know why. So, yeah, that's about it. That's about my project, and I'm going to record something more interesting with some more free downloads, because you are not getting any free downloads in this video. I'm sorry for that, but you will be able to see, this project, which is great, I think, if you are if you are starting in FL Studio, or you are more advanced or whatever. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, or whatever. We appreciate all of it, and take care. Have a nice day. Bye.